So, for the second time in as many games, Reading have gone ahead and picked up 3 points. It leaves Reading on a total of 5 following the -1 point deduction on Tuesday, but 2 wins from 2 is going to leave the confidence flying very high. Hello guys, and welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. My name is James, and today we're going to go ahead and review Reading's 2-0 victory at home to Stevenage. Live at the Select Car Leasing Stadium on the 19th of August, we saw Reading go ahead and run out 2-0 winners, following the 1-0 win against Cheltenham on Tuesday. Now going into this game, I wasn't as confident as I normally am. I was expecting a tough game, to be completely honest. Stevenage are a decent team. 3 wins from 3 and a League Cup victory against Watford saw them starting off the season with absolute massive amounts of confidence. But it wasn't to be, as Reading went ahead and looked the confident one out of the two teams. Now, in terms of starting 11 lineups, just the one change from the win against Cheltenham, Lewis Wing being taken out due to injury, as we saw David Button retain his place in goal, Matty Carson and Amadou Mbengu playing as our 2 wing-backs, Tyler Bindon and Nelson Abbey once again being that centre-back partnership, with Sam Hutchinson and Charlie Savage in the midfield, Hutchinson replacing Wing. We saw Harvey Nibbs and Mamadi Kamara starting as the 2 wingers, and Kelvin Ehibhatiomhan started up front alongside Caelan Vickers. In terms of substitutions today, Reading saw Tom McIntyre and Andy Yeardom come off the bench as the wing-backs. We saw Femi Aziz replace Harvey Nibbs in the 38th minute following concussion protocol or some sort of head injury, I believe. Paul McCarroll made his debut as well, and we saw Ben Elliott as well following that, making his first appearance. I've got to say, in terms of the substitutes, Ben Elliott really did impress me. I thought his cameo was very, very impressive today. Femi Aziz, though, not so much. I thought he really did disappoint today, unfortunately. I think he got more into it in the 70th minute onwards, once there was a few tired legs on that pitch. I think it was probably better for him when he moved from the left flank to the right, but I thought it was a little bit of a disappointing day, unfortunately, for Femi. I thought it was going to be quite important coming off the bench and replacing Nibbs against 10 men. I thought it'd be his opportunity to really snatch at proving that he'll be a first team player and a starter, should I say, for this season, but I felt like he failed and didn't really do too well. Now, in terms of the game itself, Stevenage didn't come to play a nice flowing game of football, did they? They very much were a stop and start type of team, breaking up the play as often as possible and committing as many fouls as well as possible. 5 yellow cards they picked up, and that racked up into a red card as well. In the 22nd minute, Nathan Thompson, after being booked in the 5th minute, was sent off in the 22nd. And that's kind of where the game kind of turned on its head. I've got to say, Stevenage still did create some chances, but it was kind of where we started to see Reading kind of control absolutely everything in the game. Don't get me wrong, they still made a few chances here and there. And I've got to say, David Button, big shout out to him. I've got to apologise for kind of writing him off almost as soon as he signed. I was a little bit disappointed in the signing of Button, but he played really, really well today and definitely kept Reading in the game when it was still 0-0. But Reading started to control the game and didn't really create any chances massively, but we're definitely controlling the tempo. That was until the 49th minute, as in the 4th minute of added time, Kelvin Ehibhatiomhan was able to score a bullet header from a Charlie Savage corner, and it was fantastic really to see the kind of chemistry and the cohesion of the team. Everyone celebrating, everyone happy. Sam Hutchinson, the experienced head, making sure that we don't waste too much time, getting everyone back on the pitch. And yeah, it was just really good to see the boys just enjoying themselves on that pitch. I've got to say, a big shout out to Sam Hutchinson today. I thought his experience in the midfield alongside Charlie Savage really wasn't unwarranted. He picked up a knock in the first half, but still was absolutely fantastic though. But the main people I've got to shout out is Tyler Bindon and Nelson Abbey. Hell, just the whole back four really. Amadou Mbengu and Matty Carson. 3 games and 3 clean sheets with an average age of 20. It's great things. It really is great. I've got to say, BBC Berkshire were quite negative, and I was a little bit disappointed in the negativity coming through from them. In terms of the inexperience and youthful side of the team, it come across really negative, and it seemed like they didn't want this to happen. But so far, they've not really put a foot wrong, have any of them players in the 4 games they've played. And Mbengu was on hand again, though, to help out with the second goal, as his fantastic bit of work down the right-hand side, a little fantastic move by Reading, saw him sprinting through as his shot was saved by Heggie in the Stevenage goal. And the rebound came to Ehibhatiomhan, and he slotted it in to make it 2-0 to Reading. Now, after that, again, Reading started to control the tempo, really, and a few chances came. Femi Aziz doing some good work down the right-hand side late on in the game. A cutback for Ehibhatiomhan was cut out by a Stevenage defender. Another cutback again for Paul McCarrow, who just missed it. Reading did put the ball in the back of the net again, though. Some really great work from Ben Elliott. Saw him just completely fake out the defender. Have a shot which stung the hands of Heggie, and the rebound came to Ehibhatiomhan, but unfortunately was judged to be offside. So we could have had a hat-trick for Kelvin, but unfortunately it wasn't meant to be. I thought the team did play well though, and the substitutes all did well as well, bar Femi Aziz, who I thought maybe was not bad, but it was just disappointing, as I thought it was a real chance for him to snatch at a massive opportunity. Playing against 10 men and being someone that can make that impact off the bench, I just don't feel like he did it. I thought McCarrow showed flashes of his great dribbling. I thought Ben Elliott had a great cameo off the bench. And do you know what? Tom McIntyre and Andy Yeardom off the bench were good as well in the wing-back positions. Tom McIntyre winning absolutely everything in the air. Listen, with Stevenage, I think it was a bruising way of playing football, but unfortunately it wasn't the way to do it today. I can see the game plan that they come in with. Obviously, it's a young, inexperienced Reading side that they thought they could bully off the pitch, but they did not at all. And Reading stood strong and played really well. Now, a 2-0 win saw Reading climb up to 13th in the table, so safe to say we're happy with that for now. 5 points after the point deduction. Could have been a bit higher, but unfortunately with that deduction, it's where we lie. We're going to move on now to Exeter on Saturday. Look, I say go with the same team again. The youth are doing it. They say you don't win anything with kids, but we seem to be winning 2 out of 2, or 3 out of 3, should we say, including the Millwall game. So we're here for this video though, guys. Hope you've all enjoyed it. We'll see you all again very soon. Tell me what you thought about the game in the comments below. Again, always interested to find out your opinions. Thanks for watching. I've been James, and we'll see you all again soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.